Have you ever wondered how the Earth's crust and the fossil record have been shaped? It's a question that has intrigued scientists for centuries, leading to riveting theories. One such theory is catastrophism, proposing that our planet's crust and fossil record were sculpted by sudden, violent events. This contrasts with the theories of uniformitarianism and gradualism, which suggest slow, continuous processes at play. Let's delve into the fascinating world of catastrophism and its evolution. In the early 19th century, a French naturalist named Georges Cuvier proposed a theory that would challenge the scientific community. Cuvier, a prominent paleontologist, suggested that Earth's crust and the fossil record had been shaped by sudden, violent events like floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, and meteor impacts. He called this theory catastrophism. Cuvier's theory was heavily influenced by his comprehensive studies of animal anatomy and distribution. He spent countless hours examining both living and extinct species. His meticulous research brought him to an intriguing observation. Different layers of rocks contain different types of fossils, and some of these fossils belonged to animals that no longer walked the Earth. Cuvier didn't stop there. He delved deeper into this observation and came to a startling conclusion. Each of these rock layers, he believed, represented a different world, a world that had been obliterated by a global catastrophe. After each catastrophic event, new animals either migrated or were created, repopulating the Earth with a different set of species. Cuvier's religious beliefs played a substantial role in shaping his theory. He believed in divine intervention in the history of life. However, it's important to note that he didn't explicitly link his theory to the biblical account of Noah's Ark and the flood. His catastrophism was a scientific theory, not a religious doctrine. Nonetheless, his theory sparked a great deal of controversy within the scientific community. While some found it compelling, others were skeptical. Many scientists of his time subscribed to the theories of uniformitarianism and gradualism, which proposed that Earth's crust and the fossil record were formed by slow, continuous processes like erosion and sedimentation, processes that were still observable in the present day. Cuvier's catastrophism theory, while intriguing, wasn't universally accepted. It opened up a new dialogue in geological and paleontological studies, setting the stage for further debate and investigation into the history of our planet. And as we'll see in the next scenes, it also laid the groundwork for subsequent theories and interpretations that continue to shape our understanding of Earth's history. Across the channel, British geologists like William Buckland and Adam Sedgwick saw a way to reconcile Cuvier's theory with their religious beliefs. These intellectual pioneers, both clergymen, saw in catastrophism an avenue to harmonize scientific discovery with the biblical narrative. They took Cuvier's concept of sudden, violent geological changes and placed them within the framework of the Genesis flood narrative. They argued that the most recent of Cuvier's hypothesized catastrophes was in fact the Great Flood described in the Bible. This interpretation allowed them to blend scientific observations with their religious convictions, providing a form of validation for both. Interestingly, these British geologists also used catastrophism to lend weight to the idea of creationism. They postulated that all living things were created by God in their present form, arguing that each catastrophe was followed by a divine act of creation to repopulate the Earth. However, it's important to note that despite these interpretations, Cuvier himself never made such claims. He remained steadfast in his rejection of organic evolution, an idea that would later be proposed by Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace. The interpretations of Buckland and Sedgwick highlight the complex relationship between science and religion in the early days of geology. While Cuvier's theory continued to evolve, so did scientific understanding of Earth's history. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we see a new perspective on catastrophism emerging. This modern take, known as Neoc Catastrophism, presents a more balanced view of Earth's history, combining elements of both catastrophism and uniformitarianism. Neoc Catastrophism recognizes that while some catastrophic events did occur in the geological past, these were not as frequent or as global as Cuvier had imagined. Instead, it incorporates the understanding that some gradual processes did operate in the geological past, but they were not as constant or as uniform as the uniformitarians had assumed. This theory acknowledges that Earth's history is a result of a combination of both slow, rhythmic processes, such as plate tectonics and climate cycles, and sudden episodic events like asteroid impacts and mass extinctions. It's like the rhythm of a song, with a steady beat punctuated by dramatic drum solos. Crucially, Neoc Catastrophism, also includes the evidence of biological evolution. It recognizes that some catastrophic events like the impact that wiped out the dinosaurs around 66 million years ago had a major impact on the diversity and distribution of life on Earth. This is a far cry from Cuvier's original theory, which entirely rejected the idea of organic evolution. But it's a testament to the power of scientific advancement, where new discoveries can reshape our understanding and challenge long-held beliefs. However, it's also important to remember that Neoc Catastrophism does not entirely discredit Cuvier's catastrophism. Instead, it refines it, appreciating the role that both gradual and catastrophic events have played in shaping our world. In this way, Neoc Catastrophism is a kind of scientific reconciliation, bridging the gap between the theories of catastrophism and uniformitarianism. It provides a more comprehensive picture of Earth's geological and biological history, one that acknowledges the complexity and unpredictability of our planet's past. So, while Cuvier's catastrophism may not have been entirely accurate, it paved the way for a more nuanced understanding of Earth's history. Because in the end, the story of our planet is not just a tale of slow and steady change, nor is it solely a saga of sudden, dramatic upheavals. It's a complex symphony of both, a melody of millennia that continues to evolve and unfold. Regardless of its evolution, catastrophism has left an undeniable mark on our understanding of Earth's history. It challenged the prevailing ideas of its time, bringing to light the possibility of abrupt, violent events shaping our planet. Georges Cuvier's initial theory, while controversial, sparked a global conversation on the Earth's past. The British geologists then took this concept and tried to reconcile it with their religious beliefs, further expanding the debate and leading to the emergence of creationism. Fast forward to the 20th century, the advent of neocatastrophism introduced a more nuanced perspective on Earth's geological history. It acknowledged both the slow, rhythmic processes and the sudden catastrophic events. Moreover, it recognized the role of such catastrophic events in influencing biological evolution. So next time you ponder about the Earth's crust or a fossil, remember the catastrophic events that may have shaped their formation.